shit easy, T-Rock. Backline, make it look real easy up here. Right back here next Sunday, y'all. It's free before 8 o'clock. Free before 8 o'clock, $10 out. You in the aftermath, yeah. You in the aftermath, huh? Well, it's the aftermath, huh? You in the aftermath. They got this. We moving, it's the aftermath, huh? You in the aftermath, huh? It's the aftermath, rock. A little bit of 808 and I'm straight. Close that gate. Hey! Last time. Hey, hold me there. Please, 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 please.
What's up? It's your boy DJ Low Hefe, and this is the Step Your Game Up the U Project. I'm here with Q and Steve, the owners of Capital Battleground. What's up?
What's up? What it do?
All right, so how y'all been? What y'all been doing lately?
Man, just moving, man. Just making a lot of moves.
Just put some on World Star, Murdoch versus DNA.
Okay.
Check for that in a couple
Check
days.
that out on Capital Battlegrounds YouTube channel.
Okay.
Yep.
So first question, how did y'all come up with the name CBG, Capital Battlegrounds?
Man, me and him was just sitting at my house and we was just trying to come up with a name. We had switched it so many.
Raw Battle League.
Raw Battle League. We just switched it so many times and then next you know CBG just stuck.
Yeah. All right, so from my understanding, y'all started off in a park, right?
Yeah.
All right, so did y'all have a vision of where CBG would go, or was y'all doing it for fun?
Yeah, we had a vision because like every time I put something on Instagram, I had somebody from the URL liking my page.
So the URL, explain to me what the URL is.
Smack. They got a big league out in New York.
Yeah.
It's bittersweet. I'm Mo, a.k.a. Out the Way. It's my son. I know these youngins since they was young. I watched them grow up. I actually grew up with both of them fathers. And to take an idea, to sit down and come up with an idea and then manifest into where they are today, that's a beautiful thing. I salute y'all, man. Y'all started off with a park with a phone,
Myself.
and now y'all got a production team. Y'all down Adams Morgan. Y'all all over the city. You know that's big, man. I'm proud of y'all, man. Y'all keep up the good work.
I appreciate
Y'all got a lot of good men behind y'all, you know, to support y'all.
Appreciate that.
So who are some of y'all favorite battle rappers in the URL?
Mine's just Tay-Rock.
Murder Moot.
Shout out to Tay-Rock, man.
Arsenal.
Baltimore.
So in the URL, they have people from different states in like the United States, or like they just come from straight out of New York.
It's other leagues in other countries, like other countries like Canada. You got King of the Dot, you know, and so it's,
They
So
got
y'all
people
know
from
the history.
everywhere.
Just so before y'all started CBG, y'all did y'all homework.
we
Y'all
already knew the
studied.
history,
yeah, we was just fans. We was just fans of the sport, and you know what I mean. And we always knew like when we was doing it in his car, like just battle rapping against each other. And once we came up with our plan and whatnot, we just knew it was so much talent in the DMV that need to be addressed
We had
and
two
shown.
guys from the URL on our
Yeah,
platform too.
DNA.
and
I
K-Shine.
watched K-Shine, yeah.
K-Shine choked.
Yeah, he
And I got-
choked,
I got
and,
washed.
and Murdoch was going toe to toe.
Shout outs
Yeah,
to
my
King
God.
Gave him
Esco.
some work.
Shout out to Murdoch.
Yeah, and another thing, man, what I love about battle rap is that a lot of young guys got a lot of aggression.
Yeah.
You know, anger, it could be from anything, childhood or problems they with. You got a lot of aggression and built up. And to see, that's a way to get that tension out,
Yeah,
get
it's
that
definitely a way to
aggression
get
out.
the tension off.
Yeah, without it having turning violence. Because a lot of
Yeah,
times,
so-
if you don't get that aggression out, it
It's-
turns into, you know, you become a violent person.
It's so much, man. So much anger in the city and in the DMV, man. And it's crazy because like we got people that done did so much in their life and had so many problems or whatever, however it go with their life, and they switch their life up
Yeah, give
just to
them an
make sure
avenue.
they can do something that's right that
Positive.
people actually want to see them do. So it's crazy that you can, you know, interact with so many people's lives. It's crazy.
And do something positive, man. You have a bigger change than y'all even know. Because just think, it's not, you got to sit down, you got to write, you got to learn, you got to study, you got to really know your lines. Nobody want to get up there and get embarrassed. So you got, it's a lot of work. What we see on YouTube or whatever, that's just the end product. But just think how many hours and how many times they get in front of the mirror and just They rehearsed the line.
Being in front of 200 people,
Yeah.
like camera on you.
Everybody just dead eye, looking dead, waiting for your next word.
Yeah. The
It's
slightest
crazy.
mistake.
Slightest
You
mistake,
can lose a
everybody
battle.
just everybody just go crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So with y'all battle rapping, do y'all have like a lot of DJs? Because you know your boy a DJ. So do y'all have like a lot of DJs in y'all league?
We just got one Big Sip.
Yeah, we use DJ Big Sip most of the time, and also shout outs to Adam West. We use him for our showcases. You know, and we are waiting. You know,
Okay.
time, Father Time is on our side with you. You know what I mean?
Being in the clubs.
Okay. So what's your biggest venue or your most favorite venue that you like to go to? What's your battle
Howard
raps?
Theater.
Say it again.
Howard Theater.
Howard Theater.
MGM Brown one day. Have it in the hotel.
Yeah, you don't get no bigger than that.
Yeah.
Casino, yeah.
Okay. So what was y'all most viewed video on YouTube? Out of all y'all battle raps, what was y'all most viewed?
Murdoch versus DNA,
Yeah.
which is on World Star in like 3 days.
3 days.
That's big.
Watch
Y'all
for
going
that.
to World
Subscribe
Star.
to
That's
Capital
next
Backgrounds.
level. That's
Yeah.
next level.
So how did y'all develop this bond? Did y'all like grow up together or y'all came into?
I knew this man since it's crazy how I knew this man. I knew this man since like probably like 6, probably.
Yeah.
So are y'all from like this area? Did y'all grow up here? Walking Mill.
Yeah.
All right. So what are some of the problems that y'all encounter with CBG Capital Battle?
You got some people who always want to be the main event. You know, and if they don't get it, they might, you know, take a shot at you.
Yeah, you got people that's just feel like they the next man, they the next guy.
Yeah.
You gotta support them.
Well, they supposed to. I mean, that comes with the territory.
But
It's
you
a
got
very macho sport.
you got 50 people, so you gotta treat everybody the same.
Yeah.
So and people got a hard time of feeling like you gotta treat
This
them
person
better
get
than the
this,
next
they
person.
feel like they should get that too.
Well, I know the name of the show is Step Your Game Up, and I can say I seen a lot of guys when y'all first. I've been watching y'all since y'all started, and I seen a lot of guys that was with some cut at first, and now I see where they at. I'm like, man, they put in some work. Like my little homie AP, he came a long way, and I could tell he take it serious. And every time I see him, I say, man, you got. When I used to see him, he'd be like, man, you really gotta put the work in. You gotta take it serious, you know, because truth be told, man, y'all can make a meal ticket off of this. Y'all can be set for life if y'all do this right.
I've seen a lot of people elevate. Shout out to my man Puff Never Pass. He done elevated his game. Shout out to my man Fame. He elevated his game.
Yeah.
Esco 30. Man, check it all out on
Dirty
Capital
Honey,
Battlegrounds, man.
I couldn't understand them at first. And then when they slowed, the Dirty Honey, 30 and
30 Esco.
and Esco, right? I couldn't understand them, but I just loved the aggression they had. I'm like, yeah,
A lot of aggression.
But now they kind of slowed down. You can hear they pronouncing. You can hear what they saying.
Thinking more.
They thinking more. And now that you can understand what they saying, you like, yeah, these youngest got bars. They nice. And so many of y'all, man, so many of them guys really have stepped up. I mean, you can tell they putting the time, they putting the work in.
So who came up with the idea to even start this, like the battle rapping league? It's like one of y'all just came to each other like, I want to start this battle rapping
We was
league.
just doing this in the car.
Quan just said, set it up. And I found somebody to battle.
I was like, I'll battle.
Christmas Day.
I was like,
Went
I'll
to the
battle.
park. After everybody opened their gifts. Ordered off my cell phone.
Okay, so when y'all first started in the park, was it really people from like your neighborhood or from like people in the
It's
city?
people from the neighborhood.
Straight neighborhood. Everybody just battling each other. And then next you know, you got another guy from another neighborhood.
Somebody on Instagram
Then
hit you up.
Instagram. Then we got our
Meet up.
first connection from DC because we started in Walker Mill, which is like 15 minutes from the city. So yeah, and that's how it happened. And then next you know, you got multiple people. Then you get Virginia coming in, Baltimore.
I'm gonna put y'all on the spot. I know it changes week to week, but who's the top 3? Who at the top of the food chain?
I say Murdoch.
Murdoch, AP.
Esco.
AP.
And
I mean, it don't have to be the same. You might have your 3, you might have your 3, because I know it changed week to week.
Murdoch, Esco,
all
AP.
right, this is what I'm gonna say. This is what I'm gonna say, because my favorite battle rap is Rockstar Rebel. So I'm gonna throw Rebel in there.
You gonna throw Rebel? Yeah. What's then Death Dealers?
Yeah.
It does change week to week though.
It definitely do.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it does. Cause I mean, every week it's like you see somebody you seen him before, you be like, okay, he alright, and then you see him, you like, oh, he nice, he done came up. Yeah, like my man Puff Pass. Yeah, he nice.
So, how many artists did y'all start off with? Was it just like your man or your
I guess I'm gonna say I was the first one, and then we got
95K.
95K.
And AP just jumped in it. After that, TJ jumped in it. And after that, just kept moving on.
So you started off battle rapping, right?
Mhm.
So do you still battle rap now? Do you ever battle?
For fun, just in the car or like against my friends and I be losing to him.
I be beating him out the freestyle.
So you don't plan on doing nothing? You don't have like a special show when you battle
I
rap?
might hop back out there.
Q said he want 300.
So how many artists do y'all have now from when y'all started off?
A lot. It's just very.
I want to say it's over like about 40. It's
a
more
lot.
than
It's
that.
other people now, too.
It's like 100 of us, 100 plus. I'm gonna definitely say it's about 100 plus.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Cause it's
we
not
was-
even just us.
We was talking in the hall, and you was saying that you think y'all top 5.
Top
battle
5
leagues
in the country.
Yeah,
I
top
could-
5 in the world.
In
Yeah.
the world. Yeah, that's how big this thing is.
Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah.
Excuse my language.
So y'all so do you plan on moving out of this area to different countries to spread your platform?
I mean, like,
Yeah.
we'll have a show out there, but
I would definitely have a show.
Yeah.
We'll definitely have a show in like another country like Canada. I'll go to Canada and do a show.
Cali.
So all your shows pretty much been in the city or Maryland so far?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So when you make your first move, what are you planning on going?
I plan on going.
You said Canada. I mean, they was the lead in Canada.
King of the Dot.
I want to go to
Dot.
Toronto.
Toronto.
Yeah, and go
They
to
love
another
rap, man. I mean,
another place
everything
that respect
hip-hop.
another country that respect
Hip hop.
hip hop.
Yeah, and they got a lot of artists that's really blowing
That
up.
needs some that need promo.
Okay. So have you had any rappers from Canada come to your league or come to DC or Maryland yet?
No,
Only-
not yet.
Only person that actually gave us like some type of
Recognition.
little
Disaster.
recognition
He's
is
not from
Disaster,
Canada.
but he ain't even from
just from the
Canada. He
league.
just from
King of the Dot.
He's just from King of the Dot.
Okay. So when y'all went from the park, what was y'all first big venue from the park? When y'all started off from the park, where did y'all go?
Anacostia.
And
Austin.
the Costia Arson.
Somebody paid for that.
Somebody paid for it, and we did what we were supposed to do. And then the second time, we came right back and went right back to Anacostia Park on our own, and we had an even better outcome.
Yeah, then we went back to the park, and then after that we went to the club, Layla.
That last time at the park, though, it was epic.
Yeah.
People was stopping.
That's
on the
why
corners,
y'all had
like,
to. That's why
streets
y'all
was
had
packed.
to
That's
stay
how we
inside.
gotta move on. Yeah.
Yeah, it get dangerous outside.
Yeah.
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 So when y'all started going to Layla Lounge, was it just people that y'all know coming into the battles, or you had like a lot of outside people coming in? Like,
There's a lot of fans there.
It was just a lot of
A lot of
fans,
people. Yeah.
a lot of supporters.
did it take y'all a long time to get a fan base on Instagram and social media?
Nah.
It
just
nah,
started
it happened
coming.
over like 4
Every
months
day.
span.
Every
Like
day.
honestly,
Somebody follow.
So what's the most views y'all had to this point? Like the DNA,
88,000 views
88,000
on
for
one video.
One video?
Murdoch and DNA, which is
Man,
going on World Star.
Yeah.
Shout out to Murdoch too. He got locked for about 6 months.
yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
So
we be waiting for you.
as soon as he come out, we give him a plate.
Yeah. Yeah. He tough.
Yeah.
I like his delivery. His bars are nice, but his delivery. His delivery is
Stands out.
yeah. It's flawless.
So I keep hearing about Murdoch. Who is Murdoch? Where he from? Is he from here?
Murdoch
Southeast.
from Southeast,
Mhm.
but Stone Lake.
So how did y'all find out about him? He hit y'all, but y'all found out.
I got in
Sick
touch
with
with I got in touch with Murdoch through J Sick with it, which is another battle rapper that came through at the beginning of Capital Battlegrounds.
So Y'all had a female. I forgot. I think it was OG.
OG Prana.
Yeah, OG Prana. Where is she now? She's still battle rapping with y'all.
She's performing.
She performing for us on March 3rd.
Next event.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, a lot of y'all battle raps are also artists, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
And we deal with like all artists in the DMV. If you need any type of promotion or need any type of shows, hit up Capital Battlegrounds on Instagram or CBG DMV.
Okay. Well, we're about to go to break. I would like y'all to come back and still stay in tune to the show because we're gonna have another guest on our show. This is the Step Your Game Up to You project. It's your boy DJ Low Hefe. I'm with Q and Steve, and stay tuned.
See.
Girl, I just went to a major dealership and got ripped off on a luxury car.
Well, I just got a great deal on a luxury car at Star Imports in Camp Springs, Maryland. They took their time with me, they treated me with respect, and they helped me find my perfect car.
Hey, DMV, looking for a unique car buying experience? Tired of high-pressure sales? Good news. At Star Imports, you'll be delighted with our boutique-style car buying experience. We're committed to treating you with the utmost respect, even if you have less than perfect credit. Check out our impressive selection of pre-owned BMWs, Mercedes-Benz, Lexus, Jaguars, and other imports starting at $5,988. For fast online guaranteed credit approvals, go to starimports.com. That's STARRIMPORTS.com. Or call 301-423-8000. Star Imports, home of the boutique-style car buying experience. Located in Camp Springs, Maryland, off exit 7B off the Beltway, next to Red Lobster.
This is an official DJ Red mixtape session.
Let's go! Something for the ladies, y'all. Strictly for the ladies. Hey, Lisa, it's your birthday, baby. We're going to sue us out to you. They tell me this right here is one of the ladies' anthems. You dig? Hey. I see you, Robert. It's for the ladies. Hey, Pat. Happy birthday, Boo. Hey, Cody.
On this sunset, everybody came to be in my head. Yeah. Said everybody came to leave in my bed. Yeah. Said everybody came to be up in my face. Yeah. Said everybody
boy DJ Low Hefe. I'm here with Q and Steve, and we got another guest, Puff Never Pass.
What's up with y'all, man?
So first, we need to sponsor Vox Wave. Vox Wave will be sponsoring this first annual coat drive. The coats collected will be distributed to various homeless shelters and families in the metro area. Coat drop-off location is 4711 Alds Place, Suitland, Maryland, 20746. I'm going to repeat that. 4711 Alds Place, Suitland, Maryland, 20746. For additional information, please contact Frank Dent at 301-442-9258. 301-442-9258. Coats collected will be donated on January 25th and February 25th. Okay. So I'm here with Puff Never Pass.
What's up, man?
How you been? You know, I heard you're one of the artists for CBG.
Yeah, I try to be.
All right, so you got any music on the way?
Yeah, I just dropped a video last week. Puff Never Pass and Big Stu. It's called Anthem, man. Check that out. Check that out.
Okay, so when did you start battle rapping? How old were you, and what made you want to be a battle rapper?
I just started battle rapping. I ain't gonna even say I wanted to be a battle rapper. These my homies before music, so they had a show at the park. I went up there for one of them. I liked it, so they asked me about it, and I told them I'd give it a try. Okay. And it's been moving since then.
So have you ever had a thought that you would do battle rapping for a living, or you just that's just a side hustle?
I never even thought I'd be doing music for a living at all. Like, my life is going in the wrong direction. This job, got me back on the right path.
Okay. So. And I see you got a song called, you said you got a song called Anthem.
Yeah.
What was the influence of that song?
The older guy in the videos, one of my old heads from off the streets or whatever, and he just wanted to get me off the street. So it just about letting everybody know who we are, that we coming.
Okay.
What's your top 5?
My top 5 what?
In the league right now.
Oh, and then CBG. 1 to be AP, 2 would be J. Craig, 3 would be Murdoch. 4 would be Esco, and 5 it would be, I say Rebel. Yeah, Rebel. I'll go Rebel.
All right, so if you had to pick out of all one of those 5, who would you want to battle?
Murdoch.
Murdoch. You want to go at the big competition?
No, I don't like the death dealers at all. So I just chop them off at the head.
Okay. So
what battle you think staples your career as you battle rapper?
The Fame battle, for real. Yeah, it was intense. Had a little physicality to it, but the boss was crazy. Everybody always tell me that the boss was crazy. We had some of the URL rappers, giving me all type of compliments.
So can you tell the world what goes on your mind when you see 200 people right there in your face and you about to battle rap?
My first time I saw them 200 people in my face, man, I was praying I ain't forget my lines. But now, it's like you get a rush. It's kind of like an athlete right before the tip off, or that NASCAR driver when he start that car up. You just your hands start to sweat. It's just a feeling you get, but you be ready. It ain't like it's nervousness, but you're not scared. You feel me? You just ready. It's amped like you're about to get into a fight.
Yeah. Okay. So when you battle now, you said you got that feeling that do you even see them, or you just focus on your opponent?
See, the thing about battle rappers, you gotta have aggression, and a lot of times you battle somebody that you really don't have no aggression for, so you kind of gotta put yourself in a place. And I've had a few bad situations in my life, so I try to put myself back in that place. But not, try not to go overboard, because at the end of the day, it's still a battle with words. It's a language art. You feel me?
Okay, so you think with battle rapping, you can get too aggressive? You think you ever got too aggressive with somebody where you push them to the limit?
yeah, definitely got a little aggressive a few times. But it's like I was saying, you got an environment where it's a lot of people that's trying to get their self together, their lives together. Some of these people really coming off the street, been through some stuff, real live industry type people, and we trying to get our lives together with these words. We using a craft, instead of using violence. And a lot of times people get caught in between the two.
So do you believe that battle rapping would be kind of boring if it didn't have aggression with it?
Nah, not at all. Because I think it's some battle rappers who went off humor. It's some battle rappers who went off wit. It's some battle rappers who went off intelligence. who went off knowing information about your personal life. There's so many different ways to win a battle. But it's just like with music. Music would be nothing if it didn't have emotion to it. So anything. An athlete feels some type of way about stepping on the court or on the field. So you should feel the same way when you putting that pen to the paper.
Okay. So do you think you at the level now where you ain't even got to write your rhymes for your battle, or you think you still got to start writing?
If you knew me, you'll know that I don't have the time.
Okay.
Yeah, man, it's like when you get there at the battle, you got your bars, but when you see that person, so much stuff goes through your mind, and then half the time you're not even the first person to battle, so you up there listening to other people go, and things that they saying is giving you ideas. And I had a battle one time. I didn't start my segment until like 45 seconds into me rapping.
So have you ever battled somebody and like made them quit or made them like?
Oh, that's what go on in a battle. See, like in a 3-round battle, that's what if you going first, you trying to say something that's going to affect that man's mind state, where he forget his bars or where he feel like his bars ain't good enough, so now he got to come up with something better on the spot. Puff versus Jay Stacks, that happened to him in the first round, opening round.
So do you study off of other battle rappers in Capital Battlegrounds, or you just go off yourself or your own personality?
I try not to listen to people, because when you writing, a lot of them bars jump back in your head, and you'll find yourself copying something, and then later on you'll have to say you didn't know you copied it. I try to be 100% original. That's what I feel the most important thing about any music is originality. As soon as you copy somebody's stuff, I no longer want to listen to you.
Okay, so say if you battle somebody that you're cool with, and you still gonna go in on them, or you just gonna?
Try not to do that, because a lot of times you battle somebody that you're close with, you know a lot of information. So just in the midst of the heated debate, something can come out that you really don't want to come out. So I try to keep my battles against strangers and people that we really don't see eye to eye with. See that? Yeah, like my he acquaintance from the neighborhood is named JR. You feel me? Like I know a lot about him. He know a lot about me. But it would have been a good battle. Like we not enemies or anything, but just a lot of information out there. So like I said, there's a lot of ways to win a battle, and personals would have definitely been flying.
So you from Maryland or DC? Cause
I was born in Brave Farms. I moved to Maryland in 1999, Forest Park, and I've been living there since then.
Okay. So did you ever like rap when you was younger with your men or something around your neighborhood?
Nah, I was a late bloomer to this. Actually, I started rapping on accident. If you pay attention to Anthem, the other guy in the video, they was actually chilling and drinking up at the playground, and I shouldn't even been out there. I'm so much younger than them, and they were just always freestyling. And I just thought it was so cool. So I don't know. I just opened my mouth and just started rapping, and they was like it was tight. And ever since then, they just been taking me to the studio, just trying to promote me.
So since you're an artist in the area, what is some artists that you want to have features with or collabs with? Like big artists, like
Major artists?
Yeah, like Q.
Man, and from this area?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Q the Fool definitely gotta be one of them. Definitely gotta do something with Trail and Glizzy if you claim you from this area. I sing too, so I think me and Wale clash good on the track. He definitely be talking to the ladies. Trying to think. I got something planned with I don't know if you heard of him. This guy named Fame in our league. We got something planned to make something happen with him. And trying to think of some other artists from this area that I like. 3-0 Black. I like his music too. I wouldn't mind doing some work with him either.
Okay, so when you was growing up, what was some outside artists that you listened to?
The original Kanye West. I put him at the top. The original Kanye West is the greatest.
Tell me your top five. Your top five.
The original Kanye West is the greatest artist I ever heard. Then you got Pop. Then after that I go Nas, Eminem, and then I'm gonna have to go Jay-Z. Yeah. Nah, I better scratch that Devin the Dude. I like people that's different.
No Lil Wayne?
Nah, Lil Wayne has been copied, and Lil Wayne has been knocked off. Young Thug has embarrassed Lil Wayne on a lyrical level and a personal level.
So, what was your favorite album growing up? Like your favorite, out of your favorite artists, what was your favorite album that you listened to growing up? That would even as you wasn't a rapper, that even could influence you to be a rapper.
No funny? It was it's a John Legend CD. Used to listen to it every morning. couldn't even remember was it Get Lifted? I think it was Get Lifted. I used to have an anger problem, so I used to listen to that every morning so that y'all calm me down before school.
Yeah, that's different because I thought you was gonna say one of the mixtapes from like Reasonable Doubt by Jay-Z or Illmatic.
I'm a church boy. I started out singing.
You can sing?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So since you're an artist, how about you spit a freestyle? You got anything off the dome?
I mean, you want battle bars or you want rap bars? Cause it sounds high. I don't want to curse in front of you, man.
It don't matter to me.
Well, I mean, this is something that I've said before. Everybody seems to like it. So see, niggas stay frauding, and that's the main reason why I don't fuck with niggas. And I know y'all seen Land Before Time, and everybody think they shark tooth until them long legs come out, and then they all turn ducky niggas. Now this who y'all both with me, man. Y'all can get this boy out of here. Cause he quotes simple sayings and I got super sayings. That mean this fight ain't even fit. Like how y'all watch Dragon Ball Z all day. I know y'all peeped the meme. I seen that on Instagram one time and I just instantly started the scheme because he'll get dragged to the end of his life. He'll suck and he ain't going to do crap. It's just, I'm sorry, but I don't want to curse in front of you. It's hard. Like, I mean, it's with like lyrics sometimes, like something like jump in your head and you'll just say it. And I don't want to be inappropriate. Mm-hmm. You feel me? Okay. But like, I can definitely choreograph something clean and bring it back to you.
So do you write every day? Do you like always in your book? Or you? What type of rapper are you? Do you like type in your lyrics or you like writing your lyrics? Because it's different now. Back then people use pen and paper, but now everybody use their cell phone.
It's iffy because like I won't even put it in my phone. Mm. Like he'll put on a beat. It'll pop in my head and I just say it and it'll stick. Because some stuff is just catchy.
So, what's your favorite producer? If you had to work with one producer, what producer would you want to work with? In this area, out of this area, it really don't matter.
Well, right now I do a lot of my work with Boone the Engineer. Shout out Boone the Engineer. And Food Out Tone make a lot of my beats and chops. But in this area, I'm really not hip to a lot of people in this area. I'm starting to stretch out. I know Pork Chop from XIB doing this thing with the production now. So I know them from Go-Go. So I'm gonna eventually work my way, hollering at them. But it's a lot of places you want to go in the area just to see what's up. Like I'm gonna be at Mideast Studios March 3rd with Jose Guapo. We're gonna be in there for 4 hours, so we definitely gonna make some fire in there. And what's it? Bankhead. Yeah. Bankhead. I've been hearing a lot about them. Might want to step in there, see what they talking about.
Okay, so with this rapping career, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Man, 5 years, the way things moving now, man, that looking pretty good. Like see the thing about this, I never set a plan. I never thought about it because this wasn't my dream. It's just, it landed. Some things land and some things you work for. So now that it landed in front of me, I'm just working as hard as I can to keep it.
So before rapping, what did you want to do?
I was an athlete. I played basketball and football. Largo High School, PG College. I did a semester at UNLV when I was on their basketball team before I got in trouble.
So do you actually appreciate rap coming into your life, or do you wish you would have stayed with sports?
Of course, I wish I would have stayed with sports, but like I said, I was moving in the wrong path in life, and I got in trouble, and that dampened the sports dream. So of course, I love music now because music got me out of the hole that I was in. You feel me? Brought some light to my life, so I'm just sticking with it.
Okay, so do you plan on, with your battling career, do you plan on going to the URL or other big leagues?
No, I don't want to make us the URL. I don't think they better than us, not man for man. They're just popular. We proved that. Yeah. It's always been proven.
So do you know anybody personally from the URL?
Yeah, my man Drugs right with the URL.
So do you want to have a battle with him?
We can. It don't matter. I don't rap for free though. But like I say, when they not gonna risk that. They wouldn't risk that because, like I said, they already where they need to be. They're not gonna come down here and try to risk losing their spot to us. But at the end of the day, at one point in time, they're not gonna have no choice to. Yeah. We coming.
Okay. So. We're going to wrap this segment up. It was your boy, DJ Low Hefe. I'm here with Q and Steve and Puff Never Pass. Thank y'all for tuning in, and we'll be back.
Shout out to Vox.
Baby. If it's true, baby. this is good. We've got y'all close.
Sing it now, Mo.
So you guys
I say what?
don't need no hate, racing, racing in this dance. Let's get it percolated while you're waiting. So just don't think about it, matter of time. Before you get loose and start to lose your mind. Cop you a drink, go ahead and cop your ice. Cause we celebrating on the red hot light with the great job bumping. Everybody jumping overhead and twist your back, get your body pumping. Change your leave these situations at the door. So grab somebody, get your ass on the dance floor. Let's get it crunk up, have fun up in this dance floor. We got y'all over, got y'all frozen, so you got to don't need no hater, racing, racing in this dance floor. Let's get it percolating, while you waiting, so just dance for me.
We are the all-in band, yo. In case y'all ain't know, like to welcome y'all to this Saturday night right here with my man Devon, yo. Live at the Babylon. Each and every Wednesday night down Levi's and Clinton. Don't need no hater, racer. Got my main man Rick up in here, man. Good to see you, Ricky Rick. Good to see you, Heather. I don't need no hater, racer. Alante, a rest in peace, best. My nigga for show. I don't need no hater, racer. Dynamite guitar player back in yo. Let him get in the mix real quick. I don't need no hater, racer. Make sure y'all tell my bartenders back there for show, man. Get them out the way, let them know y'all love me here. Let them.
Hefe, and we're back. I'm with my dad, Mo Holly, and DJ Rick, and the table's gonna be turned. They will be interviewing me for the last segment.
What was so funny was I want to tell a story because it might influence some other kids who want to DJ or who want to do something positive. But one day he came home from school, and Rick used to DJ at my son's school. So Rick had DJ that day. He came home and he was like, "Dad, I want to DJ." I'm like, "What?" He said, "I want to DJ." So, you know, I heard him, but kids come with ideas. Every other month they want to try this, try that. So he said, Mr. Rick, he said, DJ Rick said he gonna give me some equipment. And I'm like, man, nobody give up DJ equipment because I know how expensive, it's very expensive. So he gave me the number. He gave me DJ Rick number. I didn't call it. I waited about 2 months, 3 months. And he just kept asking me, Dad, I want to try a DJ. I want to try a DJ. So I finally called Rick. And Rick said, man, I just gave away, I've been waiting on your call. I just gave away some turntables. And he said, but I still got some equipment that I can give him. I said, okay. So I went over to Rick's house. I picked up the equipment. He gave me the equipment. No money. Gave it to him. Gave it to my son. I never DJed a day in my life. And Milo played with that equipment so much he broke it. The CD, he broke it. And so what I did, I went on internet trying to find a DJ school because he was real persistent about it. Like he really wanted to do this. And he always been musically inclined since he was a little kid. Like he always would listen to grown James Brown, like grown music, grown people music, and as a young kid. So I looked and I found a school called Bach the Rock in Bethesda. It's the only DJ school I know of. They had a program called Beat Refinery when they teach you how to DJ. So I took him to that school, and he did it for how long you did? About a year and a half. And all his DJ teachers, all his teachers was like, the DJs was like, man, your son has talent. Like, he's nice. Like, you really need to invest in him and get behind him. And that's what I did. Eventually I went and bought him all the equipment. He been rolling. So how many gigs have you done? He been doing it since the last 3 years. How many gigs would you say you done to this point?
I got at least did 120 plus.
Yeah, over 100. I would say, I don't know, 120.
Over 100.
I would say over 100, or close to 100.
Nah, I did way more than 100.
Yeah. And I just want to thank you too, Rick, man, because that influence to give him that equipment, that was big, and it sparked something in him, and he's still doing it to this day. And Rick done brought him up on stage. He done DJ'd in front of his whole school, and with Rick equipment. That's. And he had so much fun. He come home, he's so happy. He get to DJ in front of his school, and he DJ'd the prom. Rick let him do the prom.
They tore that joke up.
Yeah.
Man, let me just say, man, I appreciate y'all, man, but it's like this, man. It's all about the kids, man. It ain't about us no more. I see all these DJs, some of my mentors. We gotta start giving back to the kids, man. I put in 21 years of DJing. I put in 10 years of go-go. I love what I do, but also I love the kids, man. And the kids gravitate to me for some odd reason. And Marlo used to come up to me every time I DJ, man, up at Benjamin D. Floyd. And he was like, Mr. Rick, I really want to DJ. I said, well, okay, let me sneak this card to you because I ain't supposed to give you. Tell your dad, give me a call. And, I waited for that. As a matter of fact, the 2 days prior to that, I had just gave the equipment to his co-owner, his co-host, DJ Maine. And I gave it to Maine, and it's like, man, but they did come over, and I gave him some more. And then my thing is I push him. It's like we get together sometimes, and we get there, and we get out, we gotta get our thing on sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But what I want to ask you today, I want to ask you, man, how do you feel when you get behind them turntables, man? How do you? Just explain. How do you feel?
Well, when I first started, I can honestly say I have never been nervous for a gig. The only time I even got close to being nervous was my first gig, and I did that for free. It was for family. But every other time, I never got nervous. Like, when I get behind the turntables, I just feel like myself. Like, I don't have to think about nothing else. Like, if something's going wrong in school, anything at home, I don't even think about it no more when I'm behind the turntables because, like, it's different. I'm in my own zone. Like, I know, like, 14-year-olds, I'm one in a million. we're 14-year-old, DJs. So that's what I think about when I DJ. I just want to inspire another kid of some of my age. Because most of my friends, I told them to be some DJs or producer or do something with music. Because, they sit at home and play the game.
Exactly.
So, if I make it, I want my friends to make it too. So.
Do you, now, it's been one time you came up there and I looked at you and I said, man, I said, you know what, come on up here and DJ in front of this jump today. And I'm going to tell you, man, he got up that jump. And he ripped a hole in it, man. And last year, let me explain this. Last year at Benjamin D. Floyd prom last year, that was my 10th year. And I said my 10th year I was going to give it up. Well, I gave it up to him and DJ Maine. All I'm saying is, man, I've never seen two youngins go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And when I say them kids, matter of fact, we stopped the show and I called Goldlink, didn't I? Yeah. I called Goldlink. He was over in London. And he took the time out to speak to the kids on the phone, man. And that's how our family is, man. I don't care what we doing. It ain't about materialistic, man. It ain't about nothing else. It's about the kids, man. It's about the kids. So what are we gonna do as adults? You all keep talking about the kids, this, kids, that. They need attention. So my thing is get attention. Look at this product. Him and Manny got his own show now. Step Your Game Up, the Youth Project, and I could have done a DJ show, but I elected to do it with them. To give them their own show. So this is where we at. What do you think about that? What do you think about your own show, you and Maine?
First I want to thank you for that, because that's a blessing to give me a platform to talk about stuff that goes on in this area, and I feel good about it, because people are watching me right now. Thousands of people are watching me right now. So and I'm on satellite radio, so I feel real good about it. That's it makes me pretty happy to be on a show at 14 years old with one of my friends. So yeah, it feels real good.
Dad, what you think?
I'm just proud of him. I'm just happy he's doing something positive. Now I thank you too, giving the platform, because so many of our youth take the wrong, especially at his age, that 13, 14. That's usually when kids jump off the porch. They either going left, right, or they stay on that straight and narrow. So at this age, it's very important that you have mentors, and I believe it take a village. I'm his father. I do the best I can to raise him, but it takes a village like yourself, and these young brothers that came up, started CBG. They could be out here doing anything, robbing. They could be doing anything, you know what I mean? But they chose to do something positive, and I'm out the way. I'm old now, I'm old. We battle all the time. My hip hop against his hip hop. But one thing about hip hop, it's a double-edged sword. Mm-hmm. I gotta monitor what he listens to. Yeah. See, I don't believe, some people believe, you can't let your kids listen to anything. But I understand that too much anything can be bad. It can affect your spirit if you listen to a certain brand or hip hop all the time. That's why you gotta widen your range of what you listen to. And that's what I do with him. We listen to all type of music, not just hip hop. And I don't let him listen to the bang bang all the time. But I know as an adult, if I say you can't listen to none of that, what are you gonna do? You're gonna do it like we did. You're gonna find a way to listen to it.
We got phones. They got phones now, man.
Yeah.
See,
I'd rather listen to it with him and monitor me he talking gangster, but he's not really gangster.
Exactly.
Or what he's saying sounds good, but that's not real.
Yeah.
Lamborghinis and all that. Nah, that's not real. Now you might inspire to get them things, but right now you don't have them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then just what he listened to. So I monitor what he listened to.
Exactly.
But I kind of give him leeway
as a DJ.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Because and like I said, I'm proud of him. Man. He a good kid. He gets on my nerves sometimes. He at that age when he think he know everything. You know what I mean?
So let me ask you another question. What is one of my pet peeves? Give me 2 of my pet peeves that I tell you and Maine all the time. Matter of fact, give me 3 of them.
Think about this one.
As a DJ, what is some of my pet peeves, man?
For one, when you're doing gigs, you cannot have a chord showing. He will kirk off on you if you got a chord showing. That's one.
A chord?
Yeah, chord. You can't have no chord showing. You gotta be nice. 2, you gotta do everything right. Everything has to be like right. You can't just be bootleg or something wrong. You know, everything has to be right. And the 3rd one, I can't even think about that one. You gotta tell me the 3rd one.
One of my 3rd ones is clean music.
Yeah.
That's one of my biggest pet peeves. I don't have nothing against nobody with profanity music, but coming up as a kid, as a DJ, I want you to learn clean music. Guess what? I go into clubs. I have been in clubs and played clean music. Guess what? And I can still rock that jump, and didn't have a problem. So don't say you can't do it because it's right here. I've done it. So one of my other pet peeves is sound. What about sound?
Oh yeah, sound.
Meters.
Your sound. Okay. You can't have your sound too high or too low. You have to have your sound just right. That's one of his big pet peeves. You gotta have your sound. You know, you can't, because if you have your sound banging, you know, the crowd not going to want to sit there and just listen to you banging their eardrums. And you got to have, you know, a perfect sound, a good sound, so the crowd can, you know, actually move with it.
Yeah. I mean, these are some of the things that some of these DJs, I go out and see some of these DJs, man, well, y'all system sound like some crap. Y'all can be cranking, but y'all system sound like
that's the
crap,
worst
man.
part. When it's a good DJ, but the sound is terrible.
Yeah, man.
You're like, man,
that's the worst thing in the world, man.
Yeah,
you know, and I know everybody don't have an ear, but my thing is you know, you got to set yourself up for what you want in life and set a standard for yourself. Just like them young guys that just came off, man, they have set a standard. And I just heard one say, man, they don't want to battle us right now because if they do, they know what they're going to get. So believe me, them guys got to come down and battle them one day. And tonight, I'm going to be at home. I'm going to be on y'all page. Matter of fact, there they go right there. I'm going to be on y'all page. I'm going to be on y'all page tonight. And this is what I'm going to do, man. I'm going to support them just like they came. And I appreciate y'all coming out. One of the things, real quick, one of the things why I wanted to start this teenager, we got too many teenagers out here killing themselves in gangs, just doing the wrong thing, man. And to have someone 14 and 17 to host their own show, I felt it was more important for me not to do a show, but let them do a show because maybe they can get to at least 1 or 2 of those teams, you know what I'm saying, and change their life, and we can get them. This show is about everything. It's about it's no holds barred. We doing everything about teams, man, and that's where we at. So one last question I'm gonna let Dad. Where do you see yourself in about 7 years? You be 21 years old.
7 years?
Mm-hmm.
Well, at 21.
As a DJ.
Oh, as a DJ. I was about to say college. But in 21, as a DJ, I see myself doing, party.
We might have a call there.
Hey, Scott, hello?
Hello.
Hi, how you doing? I just want to take the time to say God bless you on what you're doing with the youth because you got a good point. Yes, we do have to do something. And, you know, just like the killings that's going on, the teenagers taking themselves out. But I was watching you live. This is Missionary Antoinette. My show is Walking Newness. And I just take my hat off to you, to the young fella, to the gentleman, to his left, you know, to everything that God is going to do. And if you need my assistance, you know, you can follow me. I'm on the show on Saturdays 3 and 4, but I just thank God for what you just now said because somebody needs to know, and we need to come together in oneness to be able to help these teenagers nowadays. This is so positive for him to be able to be on the show, for him to be able to want to have his own show instead of being out in the street gang banging, instead of being out there trying to rob, steal, or whatever, you know. the world goes on, the things in the way that things go on in the world today that whip our teenagers up in society. But I just want to encourage your heart, young man. You listen and take heed to what's going on. Take heed. You know, you don't know everything, like your dad said. You don't know everything. So sometimes it may not feel good when you got to be quiet, but it's the best that you do be quiet, because we've been around a long time before you had. So take some suggestions. You know, some things that your dad may give you. I believe that is your dad to your left. Some things that he may say to you, it may not feel good, but the word of God said, honor thy father and thy mother, and your days shall be long. So continue to do what you're supposed to do. Continue to be good in school. Continue to be obedient, and continue to let God direct everything you do. God bless you.
You too.
Thank you. And
You're welcome.
And if y'all got any questions, man, y'all want to call in, y'all can call in at 240-719-2560. I appreciate it, especially some of my Suitland alums. Man, call in, man. Because we got a lot of talent out there, man, from the Suitland. Matter of fact, from the PG County side, man. Not just the D.C. side. Matter of fact, DMV, man. We got a lot of talent. So won't y'all call in, man? And if y'all got some youth, some youth out there that got talent, or if they going through something, or if they feeling some type of way, parents, bring them on up here. Hit me up. Matter of fact, hit me up, DJ Rick, 202-390-1151, man. Y'all can hit me up anytime, man. And we'll get them up here on the show, man. Oh, we got another caller. Hello.
Yo.
What's up?
I definitely had to call in.
Okay.
Who we talking to?
Lorette's got the beats banging in these D.C. streets.
Also from Walker Mill, baby.
But you know, all day, every day, man. I definitely want to touch down on everything as far as, because as me being 33 years old, and how you grasped me 5 years ago and put me in my avenue as far as producing and making beats and pushing myself, man. Like I told you, I look up to you more than my father, man. And it's sad to say that, you know what I mean?
It's deep. Man, I appreciate that, man. But Dad still, like I always tell you, Dad still is number one. Doesn't matter. Dad still is number one, and that's the respect. You know how I roll with that. You know,
of course, all day, every day, man. And tell Lou, man, keep pushing himself, doing what he's doing, and let him know his father do look like Biz Marquis.
All right, Holmes. I hit you up after I get off the show, man.
You a funny guy.
Okay, cool.
All right, thanks for calling in.
Bet.
All right, so back to your question.
That was very important. I don't want to skip what the lady said. You know, a lot of these kids, they just need guidance.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, some of my kids didn't grow up with fathers, and it don't have to be your father. It can be a mentor. It can be a teacher. It can be a coach. You know what I mean? Just I noticed that so many of these kids, they acting out because they want attention. Mm-hmm. They need guidance. They just need some guidance. And we gotta, we can't give up on our youth. You know what I mean? That's what I believe.
Keep breaking in calls, 240-719-2560. But back to your question when you said that see myself at 21 years old. To be honest, at 21 years old, I don't even see myself as a DJ. When I'm 21, I want to be executive producer. I want to be somebody like Diddy. I want to own my own record label. I want to have artists and put other people on. So that's what I pretty much want to do at 21. But by the time I'm 21. And I also want to have my first million by the time I'm 21.
Okay, when you get your first million and you get your house, it's a little corner on your property, just right somewhere in the corner. Just make sure DJ Rick name is on there where I can come over your house and sit by myself. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, everybody, I just want to let y'all know, man, this is very important. A lot of y'all know, my friends know how I am and what type of person I am, man. But it's all about the kids, man, and that's where I'm at. This show, I was sitting at home and I had to get a name for this show, and I just happened to be looking at what's that joint where they battle Step Your Game?
Rap game.
Yeah, it was, and I was like, and I kept saying Step Step something.
Speaking of rap, I'm sorry to cut you off. Speaking of rap game, I DJ for D Trinata, one of the rappers, the finalists. Yeah, I DJ for her.
Yeah. And big shout out to my cuz Gold Link, man, for getting nominated for Crew too, man. Yeah. Hey, you and Glizzy, man. City. Yeah, that was real huge, man. That was big ups to y'all, man. To get nominated, man, for those, man. And but to these three guys and you and your dad, man, this y'all don't know, man. It's about to hit. DC about to blow up, man, with a lot of stuff, man. And y'all with you, them, and a whole lot more people out here, man. This DC gonna blow up, man. Yeah. And we gotta keep pushing it, man. And make sure y'all guys bring them youngins up with y'all, man, and keep them under y'all wing. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the most important thing with me with kids, man. Keep them on and keep them focused, man. You know what I'm saying? I work for PG County Schools, so you know where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? So this your show. I ain't gonna take your show away from you, man. And do you?
Okay. Do you got any more questions for me?
Do I have any more questions? I don't have a question, but one thing I wanna say was very important. When you have a young kid that's talented, it's a fine line. You gotta build their confidence. You gotta constantly build their confidence, but you gotta keep them humble at the same time. Yeah. And it's hard to do with a little boy because I want him to have that supreme confidence in himself in anything he do, but I want him to be humble, respect elders, stuff like that, the way we was raised. Yeah. You know what I mean? So that's very important when you have kids who have a lot of talent and goals and dreams. You know, when you get home, boy, take that trash out. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. When he first started getting money, and his mom was like, "We need to take it and put it." I said, "Nah, we gotta give it to him. Mm-hmm. Let him blow it." And that's exactly what he did. Mm-hmm. He was running through it,
let him learn.
Shoving, carry out. And so I said, after a couple gigs, I said, "Okay, I gave you the money and you splurged." I said, "Now I'm gonna show you what you have to do with your money." Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? You gotta reinvest back into your business. Say if your mic go out. Say if your board go out. You got to reinvest back into your business, and then you got to save. You know what I mean? And that's, he's starting to get there. He haven't quite.
He'll get it.
Yeah, but he's getting there on how to balance his money. And that's just a life lesson because, the hardest discipline, one of the hardest disciplines in life is to save money. I mean, it takes 20, 30 years to master that.
Real quick before we go off the air, DJ Maine, we know you at the hospital, man. We love you, man.
Yeah, we love you, man. Praying for your
grandma, man.
Yeah.
Big ups, praying for your grandma and hope she get better, man. And I'm out of here. This is your boy DJ Rick, man.
Well, guys, thank you for tuning in. This is Step Your Game Up, the Youth Project Show. I want to thank Q, Steve, and Puff for coming in, supporting our show. I want to thank my dad for sitting in with me. I want to thank DJ Rick for sitting in with me. And tune in next week. I'll keep you updated with the time, but tune in, and we out.
We out.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Tell me that you're on your way. Tell me that you're on your way. Yeah. Baby, don't be too late. Got a freaky little game to play. I'm needing you tonight. Tell me that you're on your way. I got a game that you should play. Baby, don't you be afraid. I'm needing you tonight. Girl, I'm so glad that you came. Not afraid to play my game. Promise it won't be a shame. That I'm down with the freaky things you do to me, and I'll do to you. Yeah. And it makes me feel so good. Girl, I know the spots that'll make you hot. Baby, ready or not.